This stream is sponsored by Manscaped. Hey you. Yes, you. Have you lost all your confidence when shaving below the waist?
Oh, God, okay.
Would you like a sleek, well-designed
Yeah,
trimmer?
it's fine.
So you can shave with ease?
Thanks.
Well, look
Bye.
no further. Let's talk Manscaped. Let's Talk Sport have teamed up with Manscaped, the best in men's below-the-waist grooming, to give you an exclusive offer of 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code Let's Talk Sport. Manscaped engineered the ultimate groin and body trimmer by focusing on intelligent functionality and an incredibly comfortable grooming experience. Their 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. It also gives you the ability to turn on the 4000K LED spotlight when needed for a more precise shave. Visit manscaped.com and use the code Let's Talk Sport for 20% off plus free shipping for a helping hand job done. This product has been tried and tested by Kara and the LTS team. We thoroughly recommend for the best smooth shaving experience below the waist. Visit manscaped.com for 20% off and free shipping by using the code Let's Talk Sport. Manscaped, your balls will thank you.
Hello. I was just enjoying that little video then because I can't see it on my screen, but I'm watching it on YouTube of our Manscaped integration. But yes, this is Let's Talk Sport. This is Kara Davies, and we are about to get started for Emma Raducanu versus another teenager, Marta Kostyuk. Both of these players will be vying for their place in the semi-final. We've just seen Simona Halep book her place. She awaits the winner of this one. So we're in for an exciting afternoon of tennis. Seeded 6 this week is the 19-year-old Kostyuk, the eldest of the two. Raducanu seeded 3. We saw her come through in straight sets yesterday against Bogdan, one of the home favourites. But do let us know who you think is going to win this match. We're going to see Kostyuk overcome the US Open champion, or is Raducanu going to stick to her form that we saw during the US Open during her title winning run? Get involved, get in the chat, give us a video a like and a subscribe if you fancy it. Oh, you do you. But if you've just seen our little trailer for the Manscaped website, manscaped.com, we are offering you 20% off their products plus free shipping. So if you fancy your hands on some stuff from Manscaped, you can get 20% off if you go to their website, and at checkout, if you just enter the code Let's Talk Sport, you will automatically get your discount of 20% plus your free ship. Players are just warming up at the moment. We'll get underway fairly shortly. We've had a couple of people voting our poll so far. We've got 16 votes at 12% say that Kostyuk is going to win this one, whereas 88% of you think Raducanu is going to come away with another win. 2 wins from 2 this week is the 18-year-old British number 1, as I was saying earlier, the 2021 US Open winner. She come through qualifying without dropping a set and won 7 main draw matches without dropping a set either. History maker, rocketed her up the rankings. She was ranked 150 just after women Don't think anybody saw this so soon. Now ranked in the 20s. This has definitely been a breakout season for Raducanu. Played her first professional match on the WTA Tour in Nottingham for the British Grass Court Warmer event, where she lost out in the first round to Britain's Harriet Dar. She's come a long way since then. She got to the fourth round of Wimbledon, had to retire against Alia Tomjanovic, where she was a set and 4-love down when she was experiencing breathing problems. So we've come a long way since the British Summer. This is going to be one exciting match. And if you're just tuning in, hello, this is Kara on Let's Talk Sport. And we've got Emma Raducanu against Marta Kostyuk, the two teenagers. Who's going to make it through to the semi-final? We've already got Simona Halep. She awaits the winner of this one. But one confirmed semi-final we've got for tomorrow, kicking off at about 1 o'clock UK time. We've got Rebecca Peterson from Sweden. She is facing second-seeded player Annette Kontaveit. And Kontaveit needs to win this tournament if she wants to guarantee her place at the WTA year-end finals. So there's a lot on the line. She's not putting much pressure on herself, she said, getting to the year-end finals. But it's between her and Ons Jabeur, who's had a great season as well. But here we go. We're about to kick off. Emma Raducanu is to serve first. Seeds 1 and 2 have made it through. Can a third seed do the same? We've seen a lot of great play from Raducanu yesterday. Can she recreate some of that success? She starts off with a couple of backhands cross court and pushes one wide. It's going to be an interesting match, this one. I've really been looking forward to it. Get involved in our poll. Who do you think is going to win? Just saw a rally breaking out between the two there. Cross court forehands. It was Kostyuk who went a little bit too far over into the tram line. So we're now at 15-all. Raducanu serving. Just having a look at our poll. 11% of you think Kostyuk's going to win. 89% think Raducanu. Don't forget to have your say in the chat as Raducanu moves 30-15 in her opening service game. She's looked incredibly confident this week. I think that's what we missed. This is what we missed when she played her first match at Indian Wells a couple of weeks ago. She wasn't confident. I think she was carrying the pressure of trying to win her first match since that incredible run at the US Open. Kostyuk now has brought it back to deuce. So tough opening service game for Raducanu so far. Raducanu's been a hit with locals this week. Obviously, we've got no fans here at the tournament this week, but out and about, she's getting the support. And she has got some Romanian blood in her family. Her father is Romanian, and after some of her matches this week, Raducanu has spoken Romanian to the interviewer. 4 languages that she speaks. So we see Kostyuk making an unforced error beyond the baseline. Raducanu. Game points now. Serve from the ad side from Raducanu's down the tee. Cross court from backhand cross court from Raducanu. Slice backhand from Kostyuk. Forehand down the line from Kostyuk. And down the line from Raducanu. Backhand cross court from Kostyuk. And Raducanu nets with a low backhand. No singles titles for Kostyuk, just the one for Raducanu. Obviously, that being her US Open title from earlier this year. Kostyuk here with a break point. Serve from Raducanu, drops the ball toss, composes herself. Serve from Raducanu goes out wide, called wide by the line judge. Second serve. Serve goes long to double fault. Not an ideal start for the British number 1. As she goes an early down in the first set. Kostyuk leads 1-love. Do get in touch. Let us know who's going to win. Get involved in our poll at the top of the chat. And in the meantime, if you fancy 20% off at manscaped.com, head to their website, put a few things in your bag if you fancy, and you can enter our code Let's Talk Sport at checkout for 20% off and free shipping. Who doesn't love a bit of free shipping? Here we go, Kostyuk to start her first service game with a serve just wide of the centre service line. She gears up for a second serve. Second serve from goes into the middle of the box. Forehand from Raducanu. It looked to go long, that one. I think it was called long. Yeah. Raducanu with a mistake. I haven't made my prediction yet. I think I might save that for a little bit later on once we've got a feel for the match. Serve from Kostyuk down the tee. Unreturnable. Raducanu does get a wicket on it. Doesn't manage to make it over the net. Third love, Kostyuk. Serve from her goes. It was looking like it was on track to go down the tee. It does hit the net. It's way there. Second serve. Second serve from Kostyuk in the middle of the box. Backhand return from Raducanu. The serve there was called long. It's a double fault from Kostyuk. Both women now having a double fault in their opening service games. 15. Serve long from Kostyuk. Raducanu on top of the baseline to return this one. She'll want to start getting aggressive. Serve in the middle of the box. Forehand way, way, way out into the service, into the tram line from Emma Raducanu. She was trying to be aggressive. A little bit too aggressive, maybe, at this early on. 40-15, Kostyuk with some game points. Serve from her in the middle of the box. Backhand return from Raducanu. Late call. Serve was out. Second serve. Can't afford another double here, can Kostyuk. As the serve goes into the middle box, and it has been called out. There's a let. So we've got second serve here. She's been gifted a life. Serve from Kostyuk in the middle of the box. Forehand return from Raducanu. Backhand squat shot from cross court from Raducanu. Goes long. So, Marta Kostyuk is making waves here so far as she leads 2-love. She's got an early break. She's consolidated on her own serve. Raducanu yet to get on the board. What can she do here? Third game of this quarter to the semi-final. Samoa awaits the winner. Greg's in the chat saying hi, Kara, what's getting played at? They're in Romania, so a time similar here. I think they're 2 hours in front, so we get to enjoy this one earlier than what we did with some of our American tournaments. Yes, they're in Romania. This is the last match of the day, so prime time match. Raducanu, though, looking to get a game on the board. Lost her opening service game. And here she is now serving with a comfortable lead in her service. Love. Serve from Raducanu goes out wide. Forehand, cross court into the net from Kostyuk. 40-love Raducanu, couple of game points here. She'll need this one. Serve the game out wide from Raducanu. And it's a sliced backhand into the net from Kostyuk. And Raducanu gets a game on the board. Kostyuk leads by 2-1. Speaking about Raducanu with Jamie Davis the other day, we were talking about Raducanu's coaching situation, and after the US Open, she decided to part ways with her coach and hunt for a new one. Quite understandable. You'd want a coach more suitable who's been there in it with the Grand Slams. But at the same time, myself and Jamie were saying that some tennis players can be quite superstitious. So maybe Raducanu should have stuck with her former coach and looked to slowly introduce a new one, phase out the old coach, bring in the new one. Bob's your uncle. Second Grand Slam imminent. Players are just sat down at the moment enjoying a break after 3 games, switching ends. Here we go. Kostyuk with the break is to serve. She marches to the back of the court. Same clothing sponsor as Raducanu. Kostyuk wearing a red tank top with a blue skirt with, I think they're called pleats, red pleats. My sewing jargon is not very good. But we start the game. Kostyuk with a backhand goes long. I'm pretty sure they're pleats. Limited knowledge of sewing. Yes. Not six of the tennis though. Serve netted from Kostyuk. Second serve to come from her. Raducanu charges to the baseline to return this when she's inside the baseline. Backhand cross court from Raducanu. Backhand cross court by from Kostyuk. Backhand cross court from Raducanu. Drifts wide. Kostyuk now 15-all, serving from the juice side of this. Serve from her out wide, and it's called wide. Second serve from her again. Serve into the middle of the box. Forehand cross court from Raducanu. Forehand cross Kostyuk. Forehand down the line from Raducanu when she nets. Another mistake. Costly mistake for Raducanu there. 30-15. Kostyuk serves in the middle of the box, forehand down the line from Raducanu and from Kostyuk, forehand cross court from Raducanu, backhand cross court from Kostyuk, and down the line from Raducanu. And Kostyuk can't get there. Raducanu fist pumps, keeping the energy alive, desperately fights the break back. It's mad, some of the angles that Raducanu is able to produce from her racket. Backhand from Kostyuk goes down the line, slice forehand return from Raducanu, forehand line, gorgeous shot there from Kostyuk. She created the space, she went close to the lines and it paid off. 40-30, game point here for a 3-1 lead. Greg says Mr. Davis is hiding because his mighty Man United got hammered by Liverpool last weekend. We will never see his face again. Probably why. One of the many reasons why Jamie's not streaming with us today. Back to the match, and Raducanu 30-40 down on the Kostyuk serve. She hits a forehand cross court. Kostyuk replies to the forehand cross court of her own, forehand on the line from Raducanu. Kostyuk gets there, doesn't quite make it over the net. Raducanu fist bumps, juice. For two teenagers, though, so early on in their careers, they've not had much experience out on the big stages, big matches. They're looking really calm and collected. As we see a backhand cross court from Raducanu, backhand down the line from Kostyuk. I think she's made it. She has. Wow. This is how good you play against Emma Raducanu. Kostyuk, the amount of lines that she's managed to hit. That backhand down the one of them. Incredible tennis. Forehand from Kostyuk. Backhand down the line from Raducanu. Forehand slice. Defensive shot from Kostyuk. Forehand cross court from Radis. Forehand cross court from Kostyuk. We're in a battle for a rally here. Kostyuk with a scrambled backhand, though, does go wide. Raducanu now has some chances for a break back. Apologies. It's advantage Kostyuk now, so she's got a game point of her own. She serves out wide, backhand cross court from Radis, backhand from Kostyuk, backhand from Raducanu, back down the line from Kostyuk, and she's made another incredible angle. From the middle of the court, from the back, Marta Kostyuk comes out with one of the best bands I've seen of the tournament this week. She's in command of this match. 2-1, Raducanu to serve. At a breakdown. A little bit with the ball toss, Raducanu. She's threw the ball up and dropped it many times this week, as you're just seeing there on screen. But Raducanu with a drop shot just hits the tape, bounces back onto her side. Love 15. Raducanu hits a serve long. Second serve here. Kostyuk just tiptoeing up to the baseline. Second serve goes out wide. Backhand from Kostyuk. Forehand down the line from Raducanu. Cross court forehand from Kostyuk, and it goes wide. $15-all. Raducanu serving 1-3 down. Seed number 6. He's going to make it through to semi-final. This is be semi-final number 2 if Emma Raducanu would make through. Only a second quarter-final of her career so far on the professional tour. Her first being at the US Open. Serve from Raducanu out wide. It's a great serve. Kostyuk with a backhand cross court lands out. Looks quite frustrated with that one. Shakes her head. Raducanu now, a couple of game points. Serve from her goes down the tee. And it's a brilliant serve. Kostyuk could only stick a racket out that and hope it would go over, but it didn't. How old is Kostyuk? She's 19. She's just a little bit older than Raducanu. Raducanu will be celebrating a birthday actually in about 2 weeks' time, 13th of November. Final is Sunday. Not sure of the time yet. I can imagine it'll be probably about 3 o'clock UK time, I'm guessing. Be great to see if Raducanu could get there, but she's got it up against her at the moment. She's a breakdown. Of course, today we've seen her win in style. She led for majority of the match. But we've also seen earlier this week in her opening round against Herzog, she lost the first set, come back to win it in 3. So there's still chances. But my prediction, I'm going to say I'm Kostyuk in 3. He's very much looking the better player at the moment. She's making the most of her opportunities. First percentage a little bit lower than what she'd maybe like, but we're only in the early stages of the match, so that could all change. She can turn that around very quickly. If she gets more accurate, starts hitting her spots, then her serve's going to be quite dangerous. But at the moment, on the second, Raducanu's looked to be aggressive, but just made errors, being too aggressive. As we see now, we've got a second serve from Kostyuk, Raducanu inside the baseline with a forehand into the net. So I think Raducanu needs to settle some of the nerves there. She's on the baseline, wanting to time away from her opponent, but I think maybe she should hang off a little bit, allow herself some time and not rush. 15 love Kostyuk because she misses another first serve. Serve in the middle of the box, forehand from Raducanu, backhand to Raducanu from Kostyuk. Just lost connection to my feed of the stream. Hopefully I can get that back. Otherwise, I'll have to switch to my tablet, which I think is what I'm going to have to do. So I should be back in a second. I'm just going to go and get my tablet. Ooh, I'm back. Lost connection to where I was watching just now. So I've had to switch to my iPad, which is dying currently. But Emma Raducanu did have a break a few moments ago while we were on that break. Failed to convert. Now we see Kostyuk with a game point as a serve in the middle of the box. Backhand cross court from Raducanu. Backhand from Kostyuk, which clips the top of the net. Raducanu comes into the net. Kostyuk, the lob. Raducanu gets there with the backhand lob. Kostyuk into the net. Oh, Emma Raducanu just scrambling to get to that shot from Kostyuk, but Kostyuk comes out on top. Wow. What a point from the teenagers. I think we've seen every shot in that rally. The shot that Kostyuk hit, though, she was at the net looking to be aggressive. She hit a backhand cross court. The backhand, the ball hit the top of the net and died a little bit. Emma Raducanu managed to get it over the net, but it wasn't effective enough. But Raducanu with it all to do now, as she is 2-4 down in the opening set. There's men at the side of this tournament. If you mean the line, yes, they do have. They've got line umpires and balls at this tournament. I know the US Open they didn't have line umpires because they were testing out the electronic line calling system as they did the previous year. But we do have people in job this time. We've got physical people making the line calls. Yes, they're all wearing blue and black trousers. Emma Raducanu makes an error, forehand error long. 15-30. Had a bit of a deficit at the moment. Serve from Raducanu, having trouble with the ball toss again. Ball drops down. He composes herself. Serve. Nets. Second serve to come. Serve from Emma Raducanu goes into the middle of the box. Backhand completely misfired from Kostyuk. Bit thick on that serve, it seems. Is this a new tournament? Because I don't think I've heard of the Transylvania Open before. I can't remember being played last year. If it has been played before, it was probably pre-COVID, but I can't recollect watching this tournament before. But it's only a 250. It might have been a challenger, and they might have just turned it into a 250. It was getting popular. And of course, it would get popular because Simona Halep, being Romanian herself, former world #1 Grand Slam champion, makes sense to have the tournament upgraded to a 250. But Emma Raducanu now, 5-2 down. Kostyuk looking in charge. She's looking confident at the sit-down. So Kostyuk is a game away from taking the other set. And she's got her serve to come as well. Even though she struggled, I think Raducanu has not been making an impact on the second serve. She's been overly aggressive, rushing, which by Kostyuk is leading to. battle of the teenagers, though. Let's have a look at our cheeky poll. Who's going to make it through to semis? 24% think Kostyuk's going to make it through, whereas 76% of you lot who voted think Raducanu's going to be through to her second semi-final. It's hard to call, isn't it? Because she's played so little since the US Open. She had that one match at Indian Wells. She lost in the first round. And only this week she's regained some of the form that she had over a title winning run at the US. But you just can't call it. Although Raducanu is higher up in the rankings than Kostyuk, she's in the 20s. Kostyuk is lower down the rankings. She's 55 in the world. So on paper, ranking wise, you'd put Raducanu as favourite, but I think Kostyuk's going to win. So 78% of you who think Raducanu is going to make it through to the semi-final, she's got a bit of work to do. 15 all at the moment on the Kostyuk serve. Just seeing a replay of the point. Looks a bit of a scramble from Kostyuk. She nets a first serve again. Kostyuk with a second serve. Goes in the middle of the box, forehand from Raducanu, goes long. Again, on top of that baseline, getting inside into the court. Needs to add a bit more topspin and not rush. This is where she's missing out on easy points off a second serve, but Kostyuk now has a couple of set points. I'm watching on a bit of a delay on my tablet at the moment, so I'm just seeing the match point now. Serve from Kostyuk goes in the middle of the box, forehand from Raducanu, forehand cross court from forehand cross court from Raducanu, forehand down the line from Kostyuk, backhand down the line from Manu. Slice defense. Oh wow, slice defense from Kostyuk off the forehand wing. Slice did enough as it dropped shorter than Raducanu was expecting. All she could do is watch that ball die onto the ground, but it is Marta Kostyuk who claims set number 1, 6-2. If Raducanu wants to win this one, she's going to have a comeback. She did at the start of the week, where she lost the first set there, managed to come back and win it 3. Yeah, I don't think this is the Emma Raducanu we've saw at previous events, like Wimbledon, the early rounds of Wimbledon, the qualifying of the US, the main draw of the US. I don't think we've seen Emma Raducanu at her best. But she's still only a teenager. She's 18. She's not had that much experience. And she's got a great attitude. So when she kind of gets over this stage of her career, she is going to be a force to be reckoned with. She's already a threat. She's now getting direct entry into tournaments that she wouldn't have got into before. She's not going to have to rely on wildcards to get into events or even qualify. So I must nurture these teenage stars such as Raducanu, Kostyuk, Coco Gauff, and even those players in their early 20s as well, like Iga Swiatek. She won her first Grand Slam as a teenager. She's been doing incredibly well ever since. She's made it through for the first time to the WTA year-end finals. So that'll be exciting. I'm sure we're going to bring you coverage of both men's and women's year-end finals coming up later on in the year. But Emma Raducanu, She's got it all to do now. She is a set down as we start the second set with a serve down the tee. Backhand reply from Kostyuk. Forehand cross court into the net from Raducanu. Greg, I think the winner from the website I can see, the winner will get 21,000 Great British pounds. Runner up gets 12. Not incredible amounts of money for a 250 event, as we all know. But ranking points up for grabs as well here, as Raducanu is down. Love 30 on her serve. Still got some confident people voting in the poll, though, to think that Raducanu is going to come back. 78%. We've had 55 votes so far. I haven't had you say, get to the top of the chat, vote in our poll. Who's going to make it through to the semi-finals? Simona Halep is already waiting there for the winner of this one. Got some break points now against Raducanu as she misses a first serve. Second serve coming up. Kostyuk. Oh, it's a double fault. She's gifted her the break already. Scenes that we witnessed 35 minutes ago in the opening game of the match. Marta Kostyuk breaks. First serve percentage. Just see the first serve percentage now. 53% from Kostyuk, 68% from Raducanu, serving the better out of the two. But Kostyuk making the most of her opportunities. She serves down the middle of the box. Reply from Raducanu, backhand drifts long. Serve is a let. Kostyuk will get another chance to serve here. Serve from Kostyuk down the tee, backhand from Raducanu, forehand cross court from Kostyuk, back forehand down the line from Raducanu. I think, yeah, Raducanu looked like the ball just might have hit the baseline, but it was called long. 30 love Kostyuk as she serves in the middle of the box, backhand slice return from Raducanu, forehand cross court, and she nets Kostyuk with a strange miss there. We've not seen too many of those cross court shots that she's missed. 30-15. Serve in the middle of the box, forehand into the tram line, returned from Raducanu. Kostyuk with a 40-15 lead in her service game. Serve from her goes into the middle of the box, forehand cross court from Raducanu, goes long. And Kostyuk leads 2-love and by 1 set to love. We've only been going about 3/4 of an hour, and Kostyuk has made light work of it so far. Raducanu to serve with a backhand that she squandered into the net. Kostyuk happy with that one, fist pumping at the back of the court. Love 15. Raducanu serving from the ad side of the court. Serve from her out wide, backhand from Kostyuk, backhand cross court from Raducanu, backhand cross court from Kostyuk, forehand Raducanu, forehand back from Kostyuk, backhand cross court. Forehand down the line from Kostyuk, backhand from Raducanu, forehand cross court from Kostyuk. Players engaging in a long rally now, moving each other from side to side. Emma Raducanu with the moon ball to get back into the middle of the court. Kostyuk edges closer to the net. It's a slice backhand from her. And it's a forehand down the line from Emma Raducanu. Has she made it? Yes, she has. Playing closer and closer to lines as the points go on. That moon ball that Emma Raducanu hit didn't look like it was going to be enough, but Kostyuk didn't quite get the whip on the backhand to push the ball wide. Backhand down the line from Raducanu, forehand into net from Kostyuk. She looked to struggle to get that one. Remember as well, we don't just stream tennis here on the Let's Talk Sport YouTube channel. The lads have done a fantastic job in bringing you football, golf, rugby, snooker. Some of the lads were doing a couple of weeks ago. So we've got something for everyone. If you do enjoy our content, be sure to give our videos a like and drop us a cheeky subscribe. Emma Raducanu, though, forehand down the tee with a return from Kostyuk, and it's a big forehand cross-court winner from Raducanu as she gets her first game on the board in the second set. Players just at a sit down at the moment. But if you're just tuning in, welcome to Let's Talk Sport. My name's Kara Davies, and we here at our channel have teamed up with Manscaped. Manscaped is a below the waist grooming company, and we've teamed up with them to offer you 20% off your order plus free shipping. So if you want to get some discount off some Manscaped products, head over to manscaped.com, enter the code Let's Talk Sport at checkout, and you'll get 20% off plus free shipping with your order. Perfect for Christmas. We've got the link and code in the description. So if you want to get some discounts off their website, manscaped.com, Let's Talk Sport is the code. Go and have a look. But for now, back with the match. Emma Raducanu is a set and a breakdown. No change to our poll though. About 79%. She's gone up a percent since the last time I checked. 79% of the 56 of you who have voted think that Raducanu was still going to win the match, despite being a set and a breakdown. So here we go. Kostyuk with serve in the middle of the box, called long. Not doing any favours for her first serve percentage. Second serve from Kostyuk in the middle of the box, cross-court forehand from Raducanu into the tram line. (15 love on the Kostyuk serve. She's leading a break in a set. And she's hit her first ace in the match. She's seeming better and better as we progress through the stage of this match. She's got a couple of game points to lead 3-1. Serve from her. And it's another ace. Wow. From missing a couple of her first serves and double faulting, we've just seen two aces in a row from the 19-year-old from Ukraine. She's looking like she's going to be on course to meet Simona Halep in the semi-final. But can Emma Raducanu do what she did on Monday and come back from a set down? This is the last match of the day at the Transylvania Open in Romania. Players at the moment in a bit of a rally, cross-court forehand from Raducanu, forehand down the line from Kostyuk, back cross-court from Raducanu, backhand cross-court from Kostyuk, backhand cross-court again from Raducanu, and it's Kostyuk who tried to go down the line, edged it wide. (15-0). Raducanu serving is setting a breakdown. Can't afford to go the double breakdown. Serve from her goes out wide, forehand cross-court from Kostyuk, forehand cross-court from Raducanu, forehand down the line from backhand cross-court from Raducanu, backhand cross-court from Kostyuk. It's a forehand down the line from Raducanu and she's long. Emma Raducanu struggling here. Forehand errors from Raducanu, 15 in the match so far, just 4 from Kostyuk. As Kostyuk gets a couple breaks after Raducanu hit a backhand into the net. Raducanu, 2 break points up against her serve. The serve goes out. Second serve. She take the double break, and she can. From the British number 1. Kostyuk in command of the match. Greg, Simona Halep, she's playing in this tournament. She's going to be finishing outside of the top 10 though for the first time since 2013. But she's playing. She's back. She's had quite a lot of injury troubles over the last year or so, unable to defend her title during the Wimbledon fortnight. But she won her match earlier on. She booked a place into the semi-final quite easily, 6-1, 6-1. She will meet the winner of this one, which looks at the moment it's going to be Marta Kostyuk, unless Emma Raducanu can pull something out of the bag. But from a set and a double break, with the way that Kostyuk is taking advantage of every opportunity that's handed to her, it's looking likely she's going to be joining Simona Halep in the semi-finals. It's not been a bad week, though, for Emma Raducanu. I think we've seen glimpses of what she managed to do at the US Open. She's won. She's put the doubters to bed now, hasn't she? Because she's won her first WTA main draw match. She won a second. But if she win a third, she's going to have to come back from a set and a double break. So Marta Kostyuk, seed number 6 here this week against Emma Raducanu, seeded 3, British number 1. Kostyuk to serve at 4-1, serve into the net. Second serve from Raducanu. On the baseline, serve goes long from Kostyuk. We saw in her last service game, Kostyuk hit 2 aces in a row, and now she's hit a double fault. So that's how quickly form can change. It's only a second double from Kostyuk, 7 from Raducanu. We see another second serve here from Kostyuk. Forehand from Raducanu, forehand cross-court from Kostyuk, backhand cross-court from Raducanu, forehand from Kostyuk, forehand cross-court Raducanu, and it's gone long. Hated the angle there, the Raducanu, but too much power pushed it long. Serve in the middle of box from Kostyuk, cross-court, forehand from Raducanu. Kostyuk slid into that one, but it's Raducanu who edges away into the net with a forehand cross-court. She was cool, calm and collected during that point. It's a backhand cross court from Raducanu. Backhand down the line from Kostyuk. Shot that was. She's been fire that line tonight. Raducanu nowhere near that one. 30-0. Return from Raducanu, picked up by Kostyuk. Forehand with some power from Raducanu. It's a forehand down the line from Kostyuk, back cross court from Raducanu, backhand from Kostyuk, backhand down the line Raducanu, but it doesn't make it. It's netted. Marta Kostyuk now with points for a 5-1 lead and a double break. Serve from her out wide. Raducanu, all she could do was take a swing at it, but it wasn't effective. And it is the 19-year-old who moves within a game of her first semi-final. Kostyuk having more experience with latter stages of big tournaments. She's reached the last 16 of a slam once in her career. That was the French Open this year. So she's got the experience of these big occasions. Raducanu with a couple of points so far to keep her camp alive with a gorgeous backhand cross court. Kostyuk, all she could do was watch that one go past as she was on the opposite side of the court. Started off with a great serve out wide, creating the angles. 30 love Raducanu. Serve from her goes down the tee, backhand return from Kostyuk, forehand long. It looks like it's gone long. Yes, long from Raducanu, forehand. Just misses the baseline. Raducanu a double breakdown and a set down in this last quarter-final of the day. Raducanu serve in the middle of the box, backhand return from Kostyuk, slice from Raducanu, backhand down the line, forehand cross court Raducanu. Ooh, Kostyuk getting the error off the Raducanu. Backhand, Raducanu, backhand cross court netted. So Marta Kostyuk is within 2 points of her semi-final with Simona Halep. Forehand down the line from Kostyuk, backhand cross court from Raducanu, backhand reply from Kostyuk, drop shot from Raducanu. Kostyuk makes the drop shot of her own, but it goes wide. She's not happy. So instead of being match points, we've got game point for Emma Raducanu. Can she capitalise and force at least one more game in this match? Been going all that long, less than an hour old, this match. Serve wide from Raducanu. Serve from Raducanu out wide in the box, backhand from Kostyuk, and it's a backhand long from Raducanu. What a juice. Serving at the juice court. Serve from her wide, forehand return from Kostyuk. Forehand cross court from Raducanu, hits her side of the net and bounces back. We've got a match point here for the 19-year-old Marta Kostyuk. Serve from Raducanu, down the tee, forehand reply from Kostyuk, forehand cross court from Raducanu, forehand pick by Kostyuk, backhand cross court from Raducanu. She saves the first match point. Big sigh of relief there. She's holding on to her side a little bit. I'm not sure if Raducanu's got some form of abdominal strain. Might be nothing to worry about. She takes a deep breath at the back of the court. Raducanu serve out wide, forehand return from Kostyuk, forehand down the line from Raducanu, goes wide. We've got another match point. Match point number 2 for the 19-year-old from Kiev. Raducanu saves another. Forehand down the line. Effective tennis. Deuce. Serving on the right-hand side of the court. Serve out wide. Slice turn from Kostyuk. Slice forehand into the corner from Emma Raducanu. But it looked like Raducanu was on course to win that rally, but we've got another match point, third match point. Emma Raducanu, she's from Kent. Her dad's Romanian and her mum, I think, is Chinese. Raducanu, though, that's another match point. Third match point she's faced. Saved. And the serve it out question that we all know and love to 19-year-old Kostyuk, battle of the teenagers. Raducanu with a drive, backhand. She's at the net. She puts away an easy forehand block volley. And from a couple of match points, Raducanu has managed to get a game point. 73% of first serves in from Raducanu, and she's still a set and a double breakdown. Backhand Raducanu goes into the tram line. I think the 22% of you lot who voted in the poll are kicking back, relaxing at the moment. Reduce. Raducanu serves in the middle of the box, forehand return from Kostyuk, forehand down the line from Raducanu, backhand from Kostyuk, backhand down the line from Raducanu. Kostyuk slides into a forehand slice. It's a drop shot from Raducanu. Kostyuk gets there. Ooh, Kostyuk sliding to the drop shot at the net. She had a racket on it. It travelled and it hit the net. Wow. So game point for the British number 1. Raducanu serves in the middle of the box. It's called fault. Second serve from Raducanu. Serve goes into the middle of the box. Backhand from Kostyuk. Backhand slice from Raducanu. Forehand cross court from Kostyuk. Wrong-footed her opponent. Kostyuk looking like she wants to get this match over and done now rather than Raducanu. Serve down the tee, backhand from Kostyuk, backhand from Raducanu. I think long. No, it hadn't. Backhand on the line from Raducanu. She's got another game point. Raducanu with some game points in the first serve. First serve goes down the tee, forehand from Kostyuk, forehand down the line from Raducanu, net. The time that Raducanu seems to get a game point, Marta Kostyuk's like, nah, mate, I'm not giving you that easy. Raducanu serve in the middle of the box, backhand from Kostyuk. It was planted right onto Raducanu's baseline. All she could do was try and pick that up, but it's a hard shot to make. And it's Kostyuk with another match point. Backhand cross court from Kostyuk, backhand wide front, and it's the 19-year-old Ukrainian from Kiev, Kostyuk, seeded 6, who wins the battle of the teenagers. And the Romanian dream for Raducanu is in the quarter-final against Marta Kostyuk. Marta Kostyuk will now play Simona Halep for a place in the final. That match will be played tomorrow. So just to confirm, Simona, who won through in straight sets earlier, seeded 1, will face Marta Kostyuk in tomorrow's semi-final. In the half of the draw, we've got Annette Kontaveit on track to meet Halep in the final, if Halep was to get there. Raducanu's just left the court. But her tournament ends in Romania to the 6th seed, Marta Kostyuk, who looked in good spirits as she's in straight sets, 6-2, 6-1. Very big thank you for your company this afternoon. I've really enjoyed it. Thanks for getting involved in our poll as well. Final results. Let's have a look. We got Raducanu at 78%. So everybody who said Raducanu, unfortunately, she wasn't able to win this time. But a great week nonetheless. Great to see her win her first match on the WTA tour and back it up with a second. But that's it for now. And it's a goodbye from me. Very big thank you for watching. Be sure to like the video and subscribe for more content here on Let's Talk Sport. But from me, it's goodbye for now. Goodbye.